Welcome, Ronnie. Thanks for joining us today. How are you going?
Mate, I'm great and great to be here, Damien. Thanks for having me.
It's a beautiful day outside, and it's going to be a great interview today on the next episode of Who's Penny. So tell me a little bit about what your business does.
We'll get to two parts of the business, Damien. We've got an executive search and recruitment firm which has been going for nearly 20 years. And then 5 years ago, we created a networking group called the Match Alliance. So we have Match Executive on the recruitment front and Match Alliance, and that keeps me busy running two really exciting businesses.
And what are you currently seeing with both businesses in relation to the marketplace? That have you grown during this period in both of the businesses or the Match Alliance?
Yeah, both businesses have undergone sort of interesting phases. Obviously, recruitment is a tough sector when a pandemic hits, but luckily we've got some really great clients that have kept us busy, and so from that perspective, we've still got work on and enough work on there. And Match Alliance has gone from a face-to-face meeting where we're having breakfast on a bi-monthly basis, and obviously that stopped. So less eggs in the belly, but a lot more Zoom meetings. But that's also really worked well. We had sort of a bit of trepidation going into that, thinking that maybe we'd have some problems online, but it's actually been great, and we've been able to retain our membership base and pick up some new members, which is really great.
I think that's really worked really well this year, and like I think everyone they weren't too sure what it was going to look like in the early part of March, but I think it's found its place and how it works. But you're also a man of opportunities, and you've taken some opportunities to, as they say, pivot during this period of time. So tell us a little bit about some of the other opportunities that you've taken, and where are some of the opportunities going to lie in the next 12 months for you?
Quite a left field one. I've got a very large client who's a manufacturer of packaging and contract manufacturing products like chemicals and vitamins, and do a lot of work with them and have done for about 15 years, and placed their senior executive team and spoke with them, when the COVID hit, and sort of about March period, and I had a bit of free time, and very fortunate, won some large contracts for them, and they were sort of happy with that and happy to keep me on. So I'm doing some work with them both here and abroad, and that's a bit of fun and keeping me busy.
Are you seeing any challenges at the moment, or do you foresee seeing some of those challenges in the next coming months?
Yeah, I think both of our businesses have been through probably the biggest challenges we're going to face, and I think what we've done is regrouped and done some good work around our operations, but also around our marketing and those sort of things. We've recreated a new website, we've developed a new brochure, and I think this time has given us some time back to do those things. So we're actually really confident about the next sort of 3 to 6 months about things bouncing, and we're already seeing signs of that. If you look at Seek, who are obviously the biggest job board here in Australia, their figures are up, I think, 30 to 50% in terms of job ads.
Yes.
So okay. When you look at that, there's some really positive signs. Obviously, a bit of a way through, particularly here in Victoria, but I think we're hopefully going to come out of it pretty well.
And you do a lot of work in the community as well. So tell us a little bit about some of your community work that you do.
Yeah, I love giving back. It's one of the things that I think is my why. And I've been the president of Ajax Footy Club in the VAFA, Australian Rules Footy Competition Amateur. And I've been the president for 7 years. And I've got to say, this year has been the most challenging because we've actually had no football. But we've still had a club to run and finances to manage. So I really love that. We've got about 150 players in our club, and very involved in that, and it's a lot of fun.
And as I like to end our discussion today with a couple of questions for you, Ronnie, and the more personalised questions. What's a useless talent that you might have?
Wow, that's I've got a couple, but I used to be I had a mate who was a drummer in a band. And I learned to play the drums, and so at weddings and bar mitzvahs, I'm available for hire, mate. As a very amateur drummer, I was a Midnight Oil fan, so Rob Hurst, the drummer of the Oils, was my idol growing up. So that's definitely one of my useless talents. So if you need me, mate, I'm available.
And what about an old trend that you'd like to come back?
Old trend? Oh, that's okay. Going back a while, we used to have Loy's drinks delivered. I'm not sure if you remember them, but they were magnificent, very fattening and very tasty. But those soft drinks, if a man could come back on his horse and cart and drop them off at my front door, that'd be awesome.
Well, it's sort of come back with the home delivery now these days. It went away for a few years, but it's come back.
Yeah.
So Ronnie, thanks very much today for joining us on Who's Penny.
Mate, it's been great.
And we look forward to talking to you next time.
Fantastic. Thanks, Damien. Thanks for your time.
Great. Yeah.
Cheers.